Hi, guys. All right, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to read both stories for this week, okay? And I'm going to tell you when you're supposed to stop for each day, okay? So today, the first day, Monday, you are going to read all of The Boy Who Cried Wolf and then answer the questions, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and read Monday's story to you now, okay? The Boy Who Cried Wolf, a retelling of Aesop's Fable by Eric Blair, illustrated by Diane Silverman. What is a fable? A fable is a story that teaches a lesson. In some fables, animals may talk and act the way people do. A Greek slave named Aesop created some of the world's favorite fables. Aesop's fables have been enjoyed by readers for more than 2,000 years. Later this week on Thursday, Miss Clifford's going to read you guys some more examples of Aesop's fables. But today we're just going to read this one. Once upon a time, there was a young shepherd boy. Every morning, the boy took his father's sheep to graze on a mountain pasture outside the village. All day he stayed in the lonely pasture with the sheep. That sounds like he's alone for most of the day. Sounds like that would get kind of boring, right? One day, the boy was bored. He decided to play a joke on the villagers. Joke? That's not very nice. He ran to the village and he cried, "Wolf, help! There's a wolf attacking my sheep." The kind villagers left their work and came running to chase the wolf away. Look how many people came to help him. But it was a trick. Look how sad they are now that they know that it was a trick. That wasn't very nice of him. The sheep were grazing peacefully. There was no wolf. The boy laughed how easily he had fooled them. No, it's not very nice. Look how sad they are walking away. The boy played the same trick again and again. Each time the villagers came running, each time there was no wolf. They look like they're getting more and more upset. That's not very nice of him. One day, the wolves really did attack the boy's sheep. Look how many there are. Oh no. The frightened boy ran to the village and screamed, "Help! The wolves are attacking my sheep." Look at him. He's trying to go get help now. Oh, but remember, they'd been playing that trick on them. But no one listened to the boy. No one came to help. The villagers didn't believe the boy, and the wolves ate all his sheep. Oh no. Because the boy had lied so many times, nobody believed him, even when he was telling the truth. So, what's the moral of the story? What lesson was it trying to teach us, right? This boy kept playing a trick on everyone. He kept lying to the villagers. So when something really did happen, no one believed him, right? So it's the moral of the story. It's for you to decide, right? All right, so that's it for Monday. So if it's Monday, stop listening, okay? All right, so then for Tuesday through Friday, we're gonna look at The Boy Who Cried Wolf, narrated by the sheepest but truthful wolf, okay? So I'm gonna read up until the stopping point on Monday, and I'll tell you when, okay? So then you guys can just watch this video all week, okay? All right. Newsflash, just because a story is repeated so many times doesn't mean it's true. I should know. I'm the wolf from the fable you just read. And I feel downright sorry for the shepherd boy because he didn't lie at all. Let me tell you what really happened. My name is Whisper. Strange name for a wolf, right? You see, soon after I was born, my mother got sick and died. A flock of kind sheep took me in and raised me as their own. As I grew, they made me sheep costumes so I would fit in. And whenever I wanted to howl, they would shush me. Whisper, they told me. They said that word so often that Whisper became my name. This is so silly. Look at the little wolf is a little baby and all the sheep look like he'd love him. And this is his little wolf or his little sheep costume so that he looks like he blends in. Look how scary he looks. And there's him howling at the moon, and all of them are telling them to shush. Like this little sheep has rollers in her hair, so she wakes up and it's curly. That's pretty silly. I loved my sheep family, but I couldn't live with them forever. A wolf is meant to roam. So when I was all grown up, I said goodbye and set out on all sorts of wolf adventures. Let's see what he did. He started here. He ran. It looks like he got some fried chicken. He went over the bridge. This is him with the 3 little pigs. And then there he is howling at the moon with a bunch of wolves. I took up cross-country running. I tried lots of new foods. I made friends with 3 little pigs, but that's a whole other story. I even joined a choir. It looks like he's had a whole bunch of adventures since he left the farm. So if it's Monday, stop reading here, okay? And I want you just to tell me about the plot, the beginning of the story. So stop here, okay? If it's Tuesday, stop here. If it's Wednesday, let's keep reading, okay? So right now starts Wednesday's reading, okay? After a while, though, I started feeling homesick. I decided to pay my sheep family a surprise visit. I was so eager to see everyone that I didn't even bother looking for my old sheep costume. I just ran right up to the flock. It felt so good to be back. The old half-blind shepherd wasn't there anymore, and his place was a young shepherd boy. From the look on his face, he was very confused. Why weren't the sheep scared of me? The boy did exactly what he was supposed to do, though. He called for help. "Wolf!" he cried. "Wolf! Wolf!" I scrambled to a hiding spot behind the large tree and watched as the villagers came racing to the pasture. They were yelling like crazy. Then they stopped short. There was no wolf, and the sheep were calm. Well, the sheep were calm because they knew the wolf, right? Well, look at how many people came. Oh my goodness. So is this some kind of trick? Demanded the flock's owner. His name was Walter. There was a wolf. The boy was so upset that he couldn't catch his breath. He started wheezing. "No trick, I saw a wolf," he gasped. Some of the villagers standing farthest away from the boy mistook the wheezing for giggling. "What, is he laughing?" they asked. "Does he think this is a joke?" I wanted to roll my eyes. Humans have terrible hearing. Absolutely terrible. Oh no, so they think he's laughing, but is he really laughing? I don't think so. All right. So if it's Wednesday, stop here, okay? That's all you needed to read for Wednesday. If it's Thursday, keep going. So right here is where it starts for Thursday, okay? Let's keep reading. The next time I visited the flock, I was more careful. I squeezed into my old sheep costume first, but, well, this is embarrassing. But after only a few hugs, that stretched out costume popped right off. The shepherd boy spotted me immediately, and once more his training kicked in. "Wolf, wolf, wolf," he shouted. Again, the villagers stormed the pasture. The boy wheezed and gasped, and the villagers in the rear grumbled about the boy laughing. Look, he's in his little costume now. Look, you can see it's already ripping, and they're just trying to take a selfie together. The next day, I noticed something very strange. I pricked up my ears and squinted hard. Walter and the villagers were putting my friend Barbara into a wolf costume. Well, I'm no dummy, I knew they were trying to scare the boy and teach him a lesson. Barbara darted here and there among the sheep. For the 3rd time, the shepherd boy cried, "Wolf! Wolf!" Of course, no one came to help. But the boy was braver than anyone knew. He grabbed a club and went after the poor little Barbara. I had to save my friend, and Walter had to save his sheep. We both ran to Barbara at the same moment. Time seemed to stop. We were all staring at each other. The boy, Walter, Barbara, the villagers, the sheep, and me. Look at all of them. Oh no. So if it is Thursday, stop here. Okay? And if it's Friday, hello, we're going to start reading here. This is Friday's reading, okay? Suddenly the boy threw down his club. "I quit," he shouted. "I quit, I quit, I quit. I thought being a shepherd would be easy, but none of this makes any sense. I'm going back to pet grooming school." Walter didn't have to be a shepherd anymore. Walter didn't have a shepherd anymore. What he did have was a wonderful idea. Let's see what Walter decides to do. And that's how my sheep family and I ended up in Woolly Walt's traveling sheep and wolf show. Now we all get to see the world. Back to the moral about liars not being believed. It makes perfect sense. It just doesn't fit here. I say, whether you're a wolf in a sheep's clothing, a sheep in wolf's clothing, or anything in between, remember, there's always more to the story than meets the eye. It sounds like there's two different morals, but I'll let you guys figure that out, okay? All right, and those are or those two stories that I just read are what you are using all week to answer your questions, okay? And remember, I did the little stop and start points for every day, so if you get confused, just go back and wait till you hear this is today's reading for Wednesday, or this is Thursday's reading, all right? Everyone have a great week. Bye.